Hey, and welcome to another episode of AudioScrawl Game Review. I'm Kang,
This is Brandon.
and we have a surprise, a double review for StreetFighter5. As you know, StreetFighter5 came out February 16th, the 5th installment of Capcom's fighting series. And it's been quite the hot topic of the fighting community.
As it should be.
Yeah, as it should be for a positive and negative, sake.
This is a very experimental type of game, so I can see both sides on that.
All right, so with that said, let's just jump right into it. We'll try to hit all the points and just discuss how we feel about it. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. First off, as soon as you pop the game in, you're logged into a server. And it asks you to create a username, and this name is tied to your PSN account and your Steam account, so you can't link your PS4 name to your Steam name, and vice versa. So you have to pick carefully because this name will be permanent, as far as we could tell.
Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. I mean, if it helps simplify things.
Yes,
Sure.
yeah, and I guess they have to do this, because they're implementing like all this like free, I guess, MOBA-esque content.
Yeah.
Free MOBA-esque free DLC content.
Interesting. Yeah, that's what they're going for. I mean, at least picking out the name, it should be much nicer now than it is when you initially pick your PlayStation 4 or PSN username.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of mine, so at least I learned better for
As
this
did a
game.
lot of people, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
As did a lot. Okay, with that said, right after you create a name, you are jumped into a tutorial mode, taken back to the alpha story of Ryu and Ken training with their
Master, Goken.
Master Goken.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just basic tutorial teaches you how to walk forward and backward and jump and duck.
Which you and I must have played a lot of times. Well, not really. I think
Not
played
really.
it once because that was something they introduced in the beta. And I think seeing it the first time, I liked it. It kind of got me hyped up and kind of wondering like how is the final product going to end up with the story mode.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Luckily, because we did play in the beta, it is skippable. You can just completely skip it.
Yeah.
So,
That's a nice start.
yep. Okay, and then jumping right into the game, story mode. Or character-specific story mode, I would clarify. What did you think of this?
I like the idea. You know what? Street Fighter is probably like infamous for not exactly having a conclusive story mode. I mean, of course, it's always been like an arcade game, and Street Fighter 4 is no exception. It's an arcade game, and you do game start. You have the character selection. You pick a character, and you just go through the motions. What was nice about Street Fighter 4 and a couple of other Street Fighter games is that they'll put some stories maybe like in the like the middle point of the game, and then at the end, and you'll see the character's ending.
Yeah, so
you'll
it's,
see their story.
just the basic arcade mode. Here's a quick intro of the character at the very end. Here's a quick outro, kind of.
Yeah. So the time has changed where Street Fighter 4, I think Street Fighter 4 has proven that there is an online community. And when I played Street Fighter 4, and you and I have played it online as well, I've made comment to you about like, man, it's just, I don't know, for some reason this is different, but I feel like I'm at the arcades again. And it's not exactly a hot thing, especially like where we live right now, there's not a lot of arcades around, or arcade centers. So hearing the idea of Street Fighter 5 having a story mode, an individual character story mode, I think that's a great idea. I tried Charlie's story mode, and it wasn't very long. It's
very
short.
Very
Yeah,
short.
and you're telling me that they're all like that. They're all very short.
All of them are like that. Yes.
And but I think the potential is there. I like it, and I like the presentation of it.
Yeah, the presentation was fine. It's a cutscene and then a battle and then a cutscene and a battle.
Yeah.
And a cutscene, and it has potential. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, too bad it is. It's really short. It's each character is literally one, maybe 2 to 3, 4 max fights, 1 round fights, and the AI is not really good. Maybe that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know.
So what's Capcom's plan for this system?
Capcom have announced. Capcom has announced that they are bringing a cinematic story later down the road, as a free update in June, and that will be, I guess that would be like the biggest story, I guess, that Capcom's tried doing. They say it's over an hour. They have over an hour of CG content in that story. So
the way I see this is Street Fighter 5, or Capcom has been upfront about Street Fighter 5 that they're coming out with a game, and whatever this game, like how it ends up, this isn't the final product. They're gonna keep updating it.
Yeah,
they're gonna keep adding contents to it. And if you look at the track records of previous Capcom Street Fighter games, I mean, every single number entry has always had updates, and that's. The idea for Street Fighter 5, and rather than trying to say like Super Street Fighter 5 Turbo or anything like that, I think they're just saying, look, you got your game, we're going to add more content. Could be DLC in the future that you could pay for, or maybe earn your fight monies to pay for them. That's not a bad idea. That's pretty good. They're trying to ease it for the players, and then just like like Street Fighter 2, and they came out with Street Fighter 2 Turbo. They update it, they patch it, they fix it up, and we get a better game.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and with that, story mode's out. Survival mode. This mode is how you earn different colors for costumes, pretty much. This is the only reason why people will play this mode. And let's see. First, it's there's easy, normal, hard, and hell mode. Easy is first 10 battles, normal is 30, hard is 50. And hell is 100. Luckily, you only need to be easy, normal, and hard to unlock all the colors per character.
Yeah. I don't like survivor mode. Any fighting games, I'm not really hot into survivor mode. Because
just wave based, just
one fight
after
it's
another.
Just it's more like a test of my sanity because I mean it's good. I just don't like special content. Like I have to play survival mode just to unlock these amazing contents. I mean, I think it's nice to have like some rewards or some titles to get out of that. I mean, I guess sure. I mean, if you want players to play every single game modes that's available to the game, that's a good incentive to play it. But it's just not my favorite.
Yeah, I've been all of easy on all the characters. I've been half. I want to say almost half on normal, and geez, it's hard. Holy cow! Like the last 5 matches on normal gets tough, just because the AI just kind of starts knowing what you're gonna do, so it gets really tough.
Right.
Yeah, I do hope Capcom allows us just to buy the colors. Like hey, buy the colors for fight money. Like yeah, I'll spend fight money for colors.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Because I don't think I'm ever gonna beat hard. Because it's impossible. Because this get way harder.
Those color palettes aren't too bad either.
They're really good.
They have just like Street Fighter 4, where the more color palettes you unlock, they become more intricate. They seem to have much more details to them. Like it's like the tiniest little thing. It just has a different color to it.
Yeah,
and that makes a big difference to the character.
Yeah, and then let's see. Okay, so and done with survival mode, training mode, the basics.
Oh yeah. My go-to home place.
Yeah. Show your move list. Set the computer, AI, dummy, human player. All that hublub. And then let's see. Let's talk about battle settings. This is if you want to play ranked match or casual match. If you want to play online, for the most part, you create this battle card and you pick your favorite character. And this character will be the character you play in online mode. Aside from the battle rounds, but that's a different thing at the moment. And let's see, you pick your favorite character, you pick your favorite stage, and when you are matched up with an opponent, you automatically play that character that you picked as your favorite, if they challenge you, they play the stage that you also favorited. So
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I guess it makes sense. Like I do like it in a way that, hey, I do like this character. I'm gonna stick with this character.
Right.
And without me having to pick this character every single time we play online, it's just gonna pick the character for me. Not to mention, it's going to make sure the opponent doesn't wait for me to pick up my character first. You know?
Yeah, I think it's just to speed up the process and just get you into a match immediately.
Yeah, but then it makes sense for a ranked match, but for casual match, like
I'm turned off by it.
But for casual match, it's okay to not have that system. You know, it's okay to, hey, it's a casual match. Great, now go ahead and pick your character because it's casual.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I like that much more. I'm pretty old school about that because I always enjoy. I like switching it up. Every opponent I fight against, I'll pick a different character, and sure, I can understand that. You know, there's sometimes like when you watch other people who they're picking, it's kind of strategy, but that's sort of like that's the whole game of it, though. And to me, it just reminds me of arcade era. But when
That's
you have
cheating, Brandon.
could be, yeah, true. But then again, everyone has their pros and cons. They have their weaknesses against another opponent. It's all about the hitboxes and how you land on them.
It's all about footsies. This one, yeah, you know, because you don't want to pick first, especially in a competitive play. You know, so like, oh, you pick first. Well, I know this character works so much better against this one, so like, I'll wait for you to pick first, and then I'll just pick a better, character that already has an advantage over you.
Supposedly you think they have an advantage over you. Then again, having this discussion, that could be the pro about having preset characters, because then again, you might be working with a character. Sometimes I have the mindset that I want to play as this character. No one's playing this character. It's very low profile, not used a lot. And so I want to use him, and I want to train as him, and I want to use this character to fight against other opponents and just beat them with it. Mm-hmm. Just to show them that you can pick like the most high-tier character, but it doesn't matter. It comes down to like how I work with the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I enjoy that. So then again, that's the pro of the preset, like having your favorite character, because Street Fighter is a game, especially the 5th game, where there's a lot of mechanics going on. It's simple, but then at the same time, playing with the character is so deep that I do feel like I need to pick a character and stick with them. I need to learn all of their ins and outs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to continue.
I got my point done.
Okay. So with that, battle. Let's see. There's the battle lounge, and that's kind of just a lobby. You set up a room of, at the moment, two people, which isn't even a big lounge. It's a shame, to be honest. But come next month, pretty much, they're gonna improve that upon that.
Yes.
So, and then, let's talk about the content of the game. This is the big controversy at the moment.
Yes, I see it. I understand.
I am fine with it at the moment. Capcom, like you said earlier, Capcom from the very beginning have laid out a roadmap of what this game is going to be, of what content is going to come out at.
Yes.
They've been very clear about it. They haven't hid anything. They've been like, okay, this is StreetFighter5. This is when an update's going to happen. This is when the characters are going to come out. This is where the story content is going to come out. They've been completely truthful about what they've been telling the customers.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm fine with them just releasing as is. Not to mention, releasing as is right now. It's been, at launch, it was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
At launch, the servers were pretty much melting at Capcom. You'll be lucky to stay connected. But for me, about halfway throughout the day, it was pretty stable, and I was able to beat all the story mode, and I was able to beat most of the easy survival modes. On the first day. It was fine. Yeah. Second, and right after that, I've been having a blast. Pretty much after the first day. Second day, I went online, fought like 10 battles. No problem. Third, fourth day right now, pretty much it's been 4 days since the game's game's been released, I've been having a blast. I have not had any issues with the servers. Maybe it's just the time that I play it at. I've had I've had over close to 100 matches online, and 90% of those matches has been as if I've been playing someone next to me, offline. So kudos to Capcom.
Yeah, I don't understand about people complain about when a new game comes out. I feel like I'm not surprised, and nor would I be disappointed.
No, I'm not either. Yeah.
The first week that a game comes out, especially when it's heavy on online content, server and battles, I expect them to always have trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm a patient person because I know the trend. I tend to just wait a week later if I have to, and then I'll just play it online.
Yeah.
Should work really well by then. Yeah. That's awesome. That's great news.
Yeah. And and they do have, and not to mention all the content. Well, I can't say that yet. I can't, because I don't know. For the most part, they've said all the gameplay content is free. So all the characters that they're going to be releasing, you'll be able to earn it for free.
Right.
And you have to play the game. You can't just buy the game like, oh, I demand free characters. That's not how it's going to work. You're going to buy the game, you have to play the game, and I've already had, on the third day, and I've barely touched it online. I've had maybe 50 matches around the third day.
Yeah. I
have over 300,000 fight money. That's enough for 3 characters, and that's just story mode and survival.
That's fantastic. If I'm on the forums, or if I see anyone or hear anyone that's complaining about this system, I definitely would respond back by saying, so yeah, back in the PlayStation 2 era, I bought this game, an amazing game called Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
There were, 52? 56? No, 52. 52 playable characters. Not all of them were unlocked. I believe there were 18 characters unlocked by default.
Yeah.
And to unlock all those characters, you have to earn points.
Yep.
To get the mass amount of points that you need to unlock the characters, you have to beat the game. It's the best way to earn your points. And yeah, that took a long time. I did it, and I was happy to do it too. And it was a blast.
Yeah.
What they're doing right now, it's reminiscent of that time. There was a time that to unlock a character, you'd have to purchase them, and you have to earn the points.
Yeah.
Right now, you have the option. You have the option to play the game and work for it, or you could just pay money and not work for it and just get your favorite character immediately. Sure, do whatever. But hey, there was a time that, man, to get a hidden character, they were tough. It was practically a trophy back then. There was no trophy systems back in the arcade or Super Nintendo era. To unlock a character, gotta work for it. And sometimes it's not as simple as just purchasing or earning points for it. Sometimes they ask you, hey, you need to beat this game on a certain difficulty without dying.
Yeah.
Or without losing.
Yeah. And to go back to the fight money, I have 300,000 without even... They haven't even implemented daily challenges yet, and those will help out. Those will help out, make you earn more fight money as you complete them. So I already have half of the 6 rosters this year covered.
I like that.
With barely even playing online yet.
I like that daily challenge. That sounds like fun too. There's some neat ideas.
Yeah. So for those complaining about content, just if you complain, it doesn't have story mode, it doesn't have this mode, just wait, and it will. Come March, they're going to improve immensely on all the stuff. They're going to add more lobby. They're going to add a daily challenge. They're going to add the store.
Yeah.
So go ahead, just wait. It's a great game. It's a great game, gameplay mechanic wise right now.
So the way I see it is Capcom just values the content, the quality of the gameplay. They want to make sure that the game is running well. They want to make sure that the combat is running well. They want to make sure that if you're playing at home with a friend, that the gameplay is great. They want to make sure that the online is working. And I think they're playing it safe that this is going to be like a heavy online game. That they want to make sure everything is running smoothly.
Yeah. It's turned into a service,
Yes. I mean, they're doing quite a bit, and time has changed compared to the last entry of Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4 was amazing, but when the initial Street Fighter 4 came out, vanilla, I mean, you just have gameplay mode, you have an art gallery, but I mean, there was a good amount of characters. I like what they had in the roster, but there wasn't too much more than that. And you could play online, but then when they came out with Super Street Fighter 4, oh man, that is what Street Fighter 5 is trying to get to. Yeah. Right now we have vanilla Street Fighter 5, and eventually we will get to Super Street Fighter 5. Yeah. It won't be called Super.
It won't be called Super. It'll still be Street Fighter 5.
But content is coming.
Yeah.
So
it's coming next month. That's how fast it is coming.
Yeah. So anything else you want to add to this?
That's it for the content. I guess right now we'll just give our final thoughts, and if you like a final, I suppose, ranking number. Yeah,
I'll do that. We didn't talk about it in advance, but the ranking system, how do you feel? Out of 4 or out of 5 stars?
The ranking system? What do you mean?
Are you talking about like our ratings for it?
Oh yeah, our ratings for it.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the ranking system's fine, but going back, I guess before our ratings, the ranking system's fine. It's you fight, you battle. Every time you win, you earn fight money. Every time you win or lose, your character, the one you're playing specifically, earns a little experience, and after every 1,000 points, you level up.
Yeah.
And after you level up, you also gain 1,000 fight money. Mm-hmm. So it's
nice.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is that you could there's a league, and that's pretty much rookie. You rank up with league, so you rookie, bronze, super bronze, also bronze, whatever. As you earn points, just so your rookie title goes to bronze, and you can go up from there. But it can also go down, which is scary.
Yeah.
So like, oh no, oh great, I just reached bronze. Oh no, I lost my next match. Oh, I'm back down to rookie. Like, oh, that's
high risk, high rewards.
Yeah.
All right. So rating system, or how you're gonna rate the game. Do you want to just do final thoughts, or do you want to?
Okay. Yeah, I'll go first. This game is worth purchasing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yes, it's the best Street Fighter game, bar none, that I've played so far. It's the funnest so far. The online has been amazing so far. I haven't had a fighting game since Blaze Blue, pretty much, that's been as smooth as it's been for me.
Yes.
The content is coming for people who like, oh, it lacks content. Go ahead, just wait. The game is fantastic. The content's coming. The story mode's coming. Even when you're only gonna play it once and never touch it again. In the end, I would give it an 8 out of 10, just because it is a super solid fighting game.
Yes.
And that's all I can ask for, because I do play a lot of online.
Sounds good.
And the content's coming, so I can't complain about it.
Yeah.
Because I knew what they were talking about.
Yes.
All right, what about you, man?
All right, my final thoughts. Fairly similar to yours, and maybe something a little bit different. So I feel like this game is worth purchasing, and I think this is pretty good for newcomers into the fighting game scene. For those who are curious about Street Fighter, for those who are watching YouTube videos of people doing like Street Fighter 3 Evo and stuff like that, and I thought like, hey, I want to do that and get into that. This is the game to do it, in my opinion. There's even if there's like special moves, if you have trouble doing quarter circle, doing a Hadouken from Ryu, there are button implementation where it's a simple way of doing a move and technique. But I mean, there's just so much you can mess around with this game too. Mm-hmm. And I agree about the content. The content is coming. And I say buy this game, but buy it knowing that there is more content coming. And this is a game that it's fun when you have friends over and you play together. This is a game that's really fun playing it online. When you have friends over, it won't be as harshly competitive. You can just enjoy it, be casual about it. Just break the game down if you want to. When you play online, it's competitive. Well, it gets pretty competitive. Some players are very brutal, but then hopefully that motivates you to go into training mode and just work at it. I recommend picking a character and sticking with them. And another reason why I say it's worth getting is when you have, let's say, for the female demographic who's not a gamer, this game does kind of seem to open things up. So I've witnessed it. I've seen it. I've seen that it appeals to even newcomers if they just give it a shot, try it out, and that seems to work out for them.
As you know, and that's pure hyperbole. I mean, we've seen one instance of that. So
yeah. I can't validate everyone, but yeah, I was impressed by that.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
me too.
All right, so I agree. 8 out of 10.
You also give it an 8 out of 10?
I do.
All right, and right there, ladies and gentlemen, 2 8 out of 10s from AudioScrawl, one from Kang and one from Brandon. Any last comments? Any last thoughts really quickly before we head out?
No, that's it.
All right, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope to fight you guys.
Yeah, see you online.
Take care.